everybody, I'm Kimberly Edwards from cookingwithkimberly.com, and tonight I'm going to show you guys how to make this beautiful iced white tea with pear, okay? I'm actually going to use a Farrell pear. These are from South Africa, and they're nice and sweet and crisp, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm actually just going to cut out, I've washed it under cold water, okay, with soap as well to make sure there's no baddies on it, and I'm just going to cut out the core. I'm actually going to leave the skin because the skin has a lot of fragrance and a lot of taste. I'm not actually going to leave that pear in there after I've brewed everything, not for too long anyway, maybe for a couple of hours, but not overnight. And I'm just going to fish those pieces out after, but I don't want to have that core stuck in there, you know what I mean? So don't do that. So I'm just going to cut these into 8s. I want to make sure that I have a good surface area of the pear's flesh so that it'll impart lots of great flavor into that iced tea. Now I'm using a white tea, an organic white tea from Clipper. I didn't get that at my grocery store. I got it online at Qualifirst Foods. Make sure you check them out. They've got all kinds of great stuff. The reason I'm using the white tea is because it's a very delicate flavor. It doesn't have a lot, it's not gonna overpower that pear. Now, pear is a very delicate flavor, so you gotta be very gentle with this stuff, right? Now, it stands to reason that if you're using white tea, it might be more delicate to use. In other words, you have to be careful with the temperature of the water and the time that you're brewing. So this water has boiled, and it's been sitting in this pot for 5 minutes since it's boiled. You're going to do that with white tea, otherwise you scorch the leaves, you burn them, so to speak. And that's not what you want, it makes bitter tea. The other thing is the amount of time that you're going to allow this tea to steep. 3 minutes tops for the tea bag, okay? That's a wrap. If you use it longer than that, it's going to just be bitter. Now, I would say you can go anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes, but 3 minutes I think is pretty good because I do want to get a good flavor from that white tea, okay? Now you can use all kinds of fruits to infuse flavor into teas. Don't be scared, just try them out. The worst thing that can happen is you wasted some water in a tea bag and you're good to go, okay? It's gonna be all right. If you don't like it, you know not to do it again. Got me? Now I made a fantastic rhubarb lemonade the other day, and that worked out fantastic. Make sure that you check that recipe out on my channel. You'll be happy with that one. It was super tasty, especially if you have a garden that has rhubarb. You probably have a lot of rhubarb and you don't know what to do with it, so that's a super good alternative. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to slice these pears even more into slices probably like that, because the more surface area you can get, the more flavor you can get out of these bad boys, okay? All right, so slice them up, throw them in the pitcher. Now's the time, throw it in the pitcher, okay? Good stuff. Now that doesn't mean that you can't eat these after. They would be very tasty after they sit and brew in this white tea. Okay, so this is all in here, right? I am going to put my tea bag in, but it has that little thing on, so I just tear it off. You don't need the paper in there. And I'm also going to add my sugar. Actually, I'm going to add my sugar after, just because I feel like it. So into here goes my hot water that's been sitting for 5 minutes. Now I'm immediately going to go to my timer, and I'm going to put 2 minutes on my timer because I don't want to overdo 3 minutes. I'm serious about it. Don't go over 3 minutes. You just don't want to. All right, so 2 minutes. Now I'll guesstimate the last little bit. You'll see me in a second. Just let that simmer out and hang out for a little bit. Okay, everybody. We have everything done here. It's been 3 minutes. I'm fishing out that white tea bag. No worries. All right, I'm gonna add about a cup of sugar, and then I'm gonna taste it and see if I need a little bit more. I suspect I might need a tiny bit more. That's 1 cup. Now I'm gonna add more water to this. If you want this to cool off even quicker, you might want to add some ice cubes to this just to get it going. Now I'm gonna dissolve that sugar because that's nice hot water to do so in. It's all dissolved. And the rest is going to be topped up with cold water. Let's put that sugar to the side. All right, so now I've got a little glass here. Let's test it out and see what's going down. It should be a very subtle flavor. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Again, it is very subtle. I think I have just about the right amount of sugar. I might just add it like a little tiny smidgen more, like another tablespoon, and that's a wrap. And I think that's good. There's a little bit of sweetness that you're gonna get from the pear. That's gonna help you a lot. And it's natural, right? So it's good. Let's fish out one of these pears. Now go ahead and eat that. That's beautiful. You can use that for dessert for something. Anyhow, that's how you make a iced white tea and pear drink. It's delicious. You're gonna love this for summer. Oh man, that's good. Try different pears, but I quite like the pears that aren't very mealy. I like them to be nice and crisp, so that the mealing, the pieces don't, you know, go all in your whole pitcher of iced tea and make it cloudy and, you know, gritty. It's not what you want. You want these nice crisp ones. Anyhow, I'm gonna leave these in there for maybe another hour, and I'm gonna fish them out. And I'm actually gonna reserve them. I'm probably gonna use them for maybe muffins tomorrow or something, or a nice dessert. Those are really tasty. It's nice and sweet. You know, they're kind of cooked, delicious. All right, everybody, that's how you make it. I hope you follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim, E with a capital E. I hope you like the fan page. It's facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on ifood.tv/cookingwithkimberly and youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. And my site is cookingwithkimberly.com. Come interact with me. Let me know what's going on. I want to know what's going on in your culinary world. All right, everybody? Shout out to BAM Niagara Boxing Club. They're responsible for my fitness. Be champions in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye.